Hey, all right, guys, what's going on? Going to be trying something out a little bit new. Occasionally, here on the weekends, you'll be able to catch myself and Josiah going live here from Zero Latency Holland. We're going to be, at least this morning, discussing a little bit about the venue, what we are, and some of the uh, experiences we have to offer. As you guys can see, rolling ads down below of some of the experiences, as well as zero latency VR. We offer Hero Zone. We have racing sims. But to jump into things a little bit more myself, I'm Brad here at Zero Latency. I also go by D Skids or the real D Skids, if you will, online.
My name's Josiah. They call me Spook Wackadoodle on the streets, out in the virtual reality. That's what they know me as here. We've been playing lots of games, getting our names all over the scoreboards. I'm having a lot of good time getting used to the venue here. There's a lot of really cool things you can do. Not only just with VR, but like racing each other, different types of virtual escape rooms you can work together. All sorts of different ways that you can have fun here. We've really been enjoying it. We're really dialing in all the custom ways that you can set up your events and do things like streaming or recording or bring in food, bring in drinks, especially when you rent the venue. You get access to all of that. And we're really excited to be open and offering all this to you guys.
Yeah, so touching base on a little bit about what he had said, here we are. Well, of course, we're Zero Latency Holland. We're located in Holland, Michigan, 2522 Van Almen Drive. Check us out on Google. You also check out our website, zerolatency-holland.com. Get more information on there, as well as to be able to scroll and check the images out yourself of what the venue has to offer. Um, but yeah, glad to be serving the Holland area again. This venue has been around, I believe it was established in 2021. Venue did go dark for a little bit, for a little while, but as of January of this year, under new management, we are happy to have the venue live again and back to serving the area. Bringing you guys, of course, the zero latency experiences. Two of the main titles that I really liked, really thoroughly enjoy: Far Cry VR, and then the Space Marines Defenders of Avarax, and their new edition, Threat Lethal.
In the bottom right corner, you got some gameplay of the game right there. That's actually me playing. We're very fond of the new experience that Zero Latency has rolled out. Threat Lethal and Threat Lethal Extra. So you can play Space Marine in three different ways. You can play it on normal mode and kind of just get a good basis for what it means to be a Space Marine, get used to your guns, and understand the gameplay. Great way to start. And then if you really want to bump it up, you can play the normal mode on hard, and that will make it so you have manual reloads, so that you'll take more damage. Anybody else is playing on hard, you can have friendly fire, so it makes it you have to be more tactical. And then Space Marine, Threat Lethal, and Lethal Extra are timed modes that are cranked up to 11. The dials push way past 10 on this one, obviously. And so the idea is the Threat Lethal mode is 45 minutes, and if you do not complete it within 45 minutes, you lose. If your whole team goes down, you have to go back to checkpoints. You have to make sure that you are conscious about where you're shooting your grenades and stuff, because friendly fire is on for everybody, and you do extra damage to each other with things like that. So you have to be really mindful and be really cooperative. And then Threat Lethal Extra is the 30-minute mode, which few people have beaten. It is incredibly hard. You need to have a very good team, and you need to run. This is not one of those games where you can sit in a corner and fight them all off. You have to clear a path and bolt, and then turn around and fight off more and make sure that you're constantly landing headshots. It's a real challenge. So we've had a good time pushing ourselves on that one. If you're looking for a challenge in VR, especially one that's really going to test your ability to use a gun in VR and keep yourself moving, this is the game to do it. You'll expose who the leaders in your group are, the people who are a little more cowardly, the ones who are going to take charge versus the ones who are going to be down all the time. It's fun to learn. You got a bunch of different ways you can play, and you'll find out that each person has their play style, and all the games are going to highlight different ways that you play. Like Far Cry is a lot more aim based.
Yeah,
This one is
absolutely.
a lot more enemy management. Yeah, that's we're clearly really geeked about some of these games, but I've really gotten excited to learn more about them.
Yeah, so touching base on that as well, like, so if you'd noticed when Josiah was explaining Space Marine and talking about how you would be moving around, that is a big thing with the zero latency VR experiences that we have to offer. I like to almost say and tell people that, like, of course you have your gun controller, but as far as for those that have some relative experience with VR, you're used to like using an Oculus or having a handheld controller to help move yourself around. Josiah there with one of our gun controllers there. Um, I like to tell people though that you are the controller, right? When it comes to movement, when it comes to moving around in the arena, you are that controller. There's no joystick. There's not. It's your legs. You are moving. You are sprinting. You are getting away from enemies, whether they be the robots or aliens or zombies. You really are moving.
If you want to
Myself,
teabag, you got to bend those knees.
this is yes.
You got to earn it.
Myself coming out of, I played a match of Outbreak by myself one day in the arena, and I've never had an experience where I've come out of the headset and just been like worn out and literally sweating. But there was a first for everything, and Outbreak was it for me. Like, I was absolutely running my tail off the entire experience, trying to hold down the horde of zombies as they were making their way across.
Yeah, that was
Absolute
fun.
absolute blast. So there are definitely a lot of different experiences in the zero latency side of things, whether robots, the aliens, zombies, as well as we have our engineering experience where we put the gun down in the sense where he just did, right? Where you put the gun down, you put the headset on and headset only, and go on in for a more visual experience that really kind of plays with your mind, putting you through different series of moving platforms, as as well as working your way down through like a walking helix. Um, it tends to mess with you. I'd say that's the is what you would think is it's probably the least chaotic, but probably the can be. There are dangers with VR,
Very much so. Yeah, you throw off your senses and you'll feel wobbly when you're walking upside down and stuff. It's definitely it takes a bit to get used to.
Yeah, yeah,
I like that one, but it's you gotta make sure you bend those knees and you keep those arms out. You really do gotta balance.
yeah. Slow steps. If you're especially new to VR, take some slow steps, and just remember, I mean, it is as much as you visually see, it's a flat plane, but touching base a little bit more on what we have, and you might see that as it will scroll through on uh, our left hand side down there for you. Right now, currently showing Hero Zone. Um, that is another VR experience we have here to offer that is a little bit more aimed towards child friendly experiences where we get rid of the guns. It's with the Oculus headsets. You use those controllers with a more hands on approach. We have a VR arcade experience in there where you use the controllers to grab basketballs and shoot hoops, or manipulate a joystick and press buttons while you're working on one of the virtual arcade machines, or playing in the claw machine, if you will, in there. We also offer what I'd be probably say I am most excited to say that we offer here at our venue is going to be our two state of the art motion racing simulators. We have two 401 CR motion racing simulators from Force Dynamics. They are top of the line racing sims used by not only the F1 teams to stay up and prime during the off season, but as well as different motor companies to with uses of different various programs to test what it would feel like with different suspensions before actually putting things into production. As to my knowledge, as of right now, we have the only two private bookable in the world right now for you guys to experience right here, located in Holland, Michigan. So
Oh, Michigan. Mm-hmm.
super pumped to have that for you guys. Things are actually capable of throwing you around of and experience up to 2 Gs of force when they are fully pumped up. Um, we keep them generally turned down a little bit for our general patrons to get everyone in to have an enjoyable experience. But I'd say the only way to feel a more true experience outside of our simulators would be to be in the race cars and or drift cars themselves.
Yeah, I've got to have a really cool experience out at BMW actually once in South Carolina, and we got to like it was a corporate event. We got to ride with a bunch of racers, and that's the closest thing I've ever had to being in an actual drift car. And you don't get to do that often. It was a crazy, incredible experience. I was very lucky to have, but it was just right place, right time type deal. You can come and just do it here. That's the best part about it. And there's a bunch of different games, a bunch of different ways you can play. We got highway cut up, we got track battle, we got some rally style, we've got Wreckfest on there. So a few different ways you can play. And man, it's definitely next level. It's hard to get people out of those things, honestly.
Yeah, yeah, it is. I've occasionally have to kind of be like, guys, it's time, it's time. You got
Let
it.
me let you be in your next for 15 minutes. All right.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. So the definitely a lot of enjoyable experiences here, as well as the newest feature that we're kind of slowly working on here is our vintage gaming area where you guys can just come in between your sessions, whether it be between the racing sims or one of the VR experiences. You guys can sit down, hang out, and play a little of your consoles that some of you may have grown up with. Whether it be Xbox 360s or one of the or PlayStation 3. We also carry a gaming PC back there set up for those of you that like thoroughly enjoy playing Fortnite and Rocket League and such. And more to be added to it soon. I believe you got a Nintendo Switch back there. We're looking to maybe try to rotate some consoles at some point, hopefully, to keep that experience back there fresh for you guys as well. So
Yeah, a big thing too that we really want to get started here is all sorts of different gaming leagues, and a good way to start that too is if you guys got your own consoles and you rent the venue, you've got a bunch of TVs here that you can play. We got a great network you can connect to. We got a bunch of different Ethernet cables and ways you can connect that way. Otherwise, yeah, we have all sorts of really awesome different experiences for you to do when you come and rent the venue. Right now, we're doing a special deal at $250 an hour until Memorial Day. That's May 26th. You can get the whole venue here and be able to try all of these things. And sometimes that might be a better price than everybody buying into the session. So make sure if you got a bunch of people coming in, you consider renting the venue. But going back to the leagues quick, we're going to start a racing league soon. We're hoping to have some VR PvP leagues soon. We would love to have some console leagues and stuff. Planning on bringing hopefully some more physical media, maybe something like board games or something. That's a little down the road. At the moment, right in the pipeline, we're gonna start signing up for our racing league. If you're interested in that, you can check that out on our website. Brad can give you a better pitch on that in a minute. But the PvP VR league is going to be in our game Soul Raiders. Now, Soul Raiders is a 3 round deathmatch objective mixed game mode. So it can be a 1v1, 2v2, up to 8 players can play at once. So it can be 4v4. It can be 1 versus 4, and you can balance it however you like. But what we'll be doing is running $20 games on Wednesdays from 5 to 8 every Wednesday. You can come in and play Soul Raiders, and we will get you on our leaderboards. When you're on there, we'll make sure that we're tracking your scores so you can not only see your progress, but you can earn proper bragging rights, stuff like that, and hopefully really entice you to want to come back and keep trying because you really be surprised at how many different ways you can approach attacking your enemy. And so, first rule of the game is you want to get the objectives. But if you guys tie the objectives, like it's similar to capture the flag and destroy objectives type thing. If you guys tie, it ends up being whoever has the most kills. So it is important to make sure that not only are you maintaining the objective, but you're maintaining a solid kill streak. So there's a lot of different ways to approach that, and we're really excited to see how your teams might do that. If you're interested, all you got to do is stop in Wednesday, anywhere from 5 to 8 for those $20 games. We'll get you and your friends in. And then, yeah, Brad, could you let the people know a little bit more about the racing leagues?
Yeah, so to touch base a little bit about the racing league is going to be a monthly league where you're able to test your speed and skill. Right, you're going to be battling against the clock, a time attack situation where we will change up the track every single month, and you guys will be able to log in times. Along with that, you'll have practice hours coming every 12 to 6 p.m. on our Sundays, such as today. Where you'll be able to get into the racing simulators. So being is a monthly membership, you'll have those time slots available to you every single Sunday. So it's a 6-hour window to come in and get some time in on the racing simulators, as well as we will be offering 10% discounts to our members of the racing league and/or to our racing league to get in on other events and the VR sessions at a 10% discount, as well as discounted merch. Yeah, so that puts you into entry into our monthly time attack challenge. We'll give you some members only time slots, some exclusive merch and rental discounts to come with that. You guys can check that out on our website under the leagues tab. There's a sign up right now for you guys to get involved with that for us to kick off our first month. Once we get a few members that are interested, we'll get that kicked off and going. So we're very excited to get that going here very soon. Very soon.
I'm excited for that. That's gonna be fun.
So, outside of our racing leagues and of course our PvP leagues, we're open to hosting other game events here at our venue. So if you happen to have per se, yeah, a board games, whether it be like Magic, cards, you guys need a venue space, definitely check us out. Hit us up here and at Zero Latency Holland. We'd be more than welcome to try to accommodate as many different community events as possible here at our venue, looking to cross mingle with as many of our community members as possible and other business owners. So if you happen to be a business owner, specifically in the gaming or tech region, and want to maybe try some type of partnership, if you got something that you might be interested or feel like we have something to offer for you, or you may have something to offer to us, definitely reach out to us. Contact information and all that can be found on our and reached out through on our website. So I think that's really just about it. Just wanted to step in today and just kind of let you guys know to keep an eye out for streams like this from us in the morning, as well as give you guys a little bit of information about the venue. I don't know, you got anything else you'd like to add, or?
Come on in. We want to play games. We want to watch you play games. We want to help you set up your events. We have not had, I think, a single soul come in here and leave not enjoying themselves. It is very common for most people to return. We have a lot of returning customers, so we're excited to start getting ourselves off the ground. But truly, you cannot understand and experience like free roam VR or the racing simulators until you come and try it. It's one thing to walk around maybe in a small space you might have with your own headset, which is awesome. VR is has come a long way, but to truly understand where it's at today, this is going to be top of the line. Being able to run around one of these massive rooms with top of the line tracking, a fun interactive controller with a bunch of different games and a bunch of different ways that you can challenge yourself. There is all sorts of different things that you can do here. So come